Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's just talk about motorcycles today. I found a cool article about retro motorcycles to purchase in 2023, and I love retro motorcycles. I think it's a cool thing that the manufacturers are doing. I love the old school bikes better than I like the new ones. I wish they would put out more of these. I haven't gone through this article, so let's go through it together and see if we can find a cool bike to buy. Let's start off with the Kawasaki Z900 RS. Now these are meant to look like the old KZs. They did the KZ650, the KZ900. Those are popular old school drag bikes. You can take these and extend the swing arm, lower them down. They make a good drag bike. Guys have been doing that on a club circuit for many, many years. They do a run what you brung drag race here in Central Florida, set up by several different motorcycle clubs. They do it once a year, and a lot of these old school, not these brand new ones, but the old versions of these show up, and some of them are really amazing. I have a very funny story about one that we customized for a guy and then had a falling out with him afterwards, and that's kind of a funny story. But let's find out more about this bike. KZ900, based on the iconic ZH1. So this is 4 cylinders. The H1 was a 3-cylinder. If I'm wrong on that, someone correct me, but I thought the H1 was 3 cylinders. Has vintage theme styling. Let's just go through some of the specs. Model year 2023, inline 4 engine, 4-stroke, 948 cc's, 111 horsepower, liquid cooled. Let's go back up to the picture. I guess it does. See, big fat radiator. They all have the liquid cooling now. I like the air-cooled motorcycles. They just look cooler. 6-speed, sealed chain, 474 pounds, 4.5 gallon gas tank, and not the worst price, $11,949. Now, I'm a huge Kawasaki fan, so this is a bike that I would probably buy, and I recommend. Let's go to the next one. BMW R9T. My brother likes these, I don't. They look cool on the internet, and I've seen lots and lots and lots of them customized. I'm just not a fan of how small they are. I've sat on them, I haven't ridden them, but I have sat on one, and I wasn't into it. As soon as I sat on it, I was just like, nope. But this is a nice bike. It's getting a lot of attention. I don't know if I would say that it has retro styling. What do you guys think? You think that's retro? It's got some inverted forks, gigantic discs on the front wheel, dual front discs. I'm going to assume, since it's the Boxster engine, that it is a shaft drive. I personally do not like shaft drive motorcycles, but let's find out about it. Model year 2023, dual cylinder, 4-stroke, Boxster engine. What did I say, Boxster? Boxer is what I meant. 1170 cc's, that's a big engine. 109 horsepower. Air cooled, I like that. Claw shifted. I'm not sure what they mean by claw shifted. 6-speed though. Shaft drive, see, there it is. Yeah, I'm just not into shaft drive. 487 pounds, so it's a heavy, slow, little bike. I would not buy the 9T, my brother would. My brother loves those. So you make your choice. Now, I'm a big Triumph fan. My family is part English, and what I'm gonna say is gonna offend you. The English are the worst damn engineers on the fucking planet Earth. Everything they make breaks down. But that being said, I love me some Triumphs. I got a Triumph tattooed right on my arm. Triumph Thruxton RS. I like this bike. It does have an old school cafe racer look. The front end is an inverted front end, which is not old school. It has some big front discs, also not very old school, but I like that because that's good technology. This looks like it's air cooled, although there may be a oil cooler stashed up in there that I just can't see. Maybe you can see it. I like the retro exhaust. I like the shocks. Those look like Olin's shocks. Those are nice shocks. You're lucky to get those on a stock bike. Nice handlebar setup. Nice bar end mirrors. I dig this bike, and I don't think you have to do anything to it. I like the rims. Look at the wheels are spoked wheels. They could have put magged wheels on it. They just put those for show. I really like this bike. Let's just go to the specs. You can find this article and read about it if you want. 2022, this is last year's model. 270-degree crank angle, parallel twin, 1200 cc's, 103 horsepower. Liquid cooled. It has a radiator in there somewhere. They stashed it pretty well. 6-speed. Regular old chain, 434 pounds, so it's lighter than the last two bikes. Heated grips, throttle map, traction control setting, USB charging port. That's funny. Engine immobilizer. I don't know what that is. Someone explain to me what a fucking engine immobilizer is. I don't know what that is. So in the comments below, someone educate me on what that is. I own a fucking motorcycle shop, and I don't know what that is. Here goes Yamaha. It does have a kind of a retro look. It looks like the RD. You see the paint job? That's the paint job for the old RDs. They had the RD 350s, and those were some fast motorcycles. The RDs were two-strokes, if I remember right. And older guys that are a little bit older than me, like 10 years older, you rode these motherfuckers. Not this bike, but the bike that this is a ripoff of. So let's get into it. The Yamaha XS, all Yamahas start with XS, R900. So let's just get into the specs. 2023 model, 4-stroke inline 3-cylinder engine. Let's go back up. I love me some 3-cylinders. I don't mind the little exhaust there. I like the angle of the engine, liquid cooled. The rims are just whatever. The seat, I don't really care for the seat setup. That looks like someone's Street Fighter project that they didn't really know what they were doing. 890 cc's, that's an interesting choice. Why not just go with 900? The cc's are always weird numbers. 117 horsepower. Liquid cooled, 6-speed, chain drive, 425 pounds. This is a snappy little bike. This bike will tear off from a street light. This is a fast little bike. Cruise control, I don't understand that. I mean, I have cruise control on my Harley, but I don't use that shit. You guys use cruise control? A lot of people use that. I never use it. Never, ever. I don't use it even on the highway. I never use it. Brake control system. Brakes for pussies. Quick shift system. I could shift quicker than your fucking quick shift system. You can see I'm old school. I don't need any other damn technology. Just give me the 2 wheels and the engine. Now this is a bike I like. I like Indian. We're getting ready to do some business with Indian. You'll find my handlebars at the Indian dealership. We finally figured out how to make a deal. I would change these exhaust pipes out the first day I bought it. I would see if they could change them out before I even brought it home. I do like the engine. I like the wheels. I like everything about this bike. Nice looking gas tank. Retro Cruiser, 2023. V-twin engine, Thunderstroke 111. 1811 cc's, that's a big engine. 74 horsepower, it's a big slow engine. You're gonna be, this would be like driving a tractor. You're just gonna bounce your way down the road. Don't expect to go fast, anything like this. I literally laugh at the cruiser guys who talk about how fast their fucking cruisers are, and I got this amount of foot-pound of torque to the rear, whatever, shut the fuck up. Go buy yourself a sport bike if you want to go fast and shut the fuck up about your cruiser. I'm real serious about that. I laugh at you guys with the fucking how fast you think your bikes are. And the biggest goddamn joke in the fucking world right now is this bagger racing. Have you seen this shit? Oh my God. The fucking bagger racing is the gayest, dumbest shit I've ever fucking seen in my fucking life. But whatever, maybe you guys love it. 670 pounds. Jesus Christ. This bike, man. You're only going to look good. That's all this is for. But it does look good. 4-gallon gas tank. They could have given you another half a gallon. $14,000. It's still affordable. A little bit pricey. I'm not going to complain about that. Moto Guzzi. Italians, pasta rockets. It does look retro. I love the way the engines look, except for they hit your knees. You really have the foot pedals back here, and if you're tall like me, your knees can be just inches away from those stacks. But I like everything about this bike, except for the fact that you see it only has one disc on the front. I would have liked a dual disc on the front, but this is very old school and retro. I dig it. 2022 90-degree V-twin, 853 cc's, 64.1 horsepower, another slow tractor, 6-speed shaft drive, heavy bike. Does it say the weight? Wet weight, 223 kilograms. Now, I'm an American. I don't know what the fuck kilograms even are. I don't pay attention to that crap. My brother knows all that stuff. I don't. I purposely don't want to know. Don't even fucking tell me the conversion. Don't explain it to me. Don't teach me how to do it. I don't want to know. Ducati Scrambler Icon. I know a guy with one of these. I like this bike. This is a cool looking bike. If you want a cool around town bike just to cruise around with, this is the bike. 2022, it's last year's model, 803 cc's, 73 horsepower. Not that fast of a bike, but you can have like you have a good time on this. L twin. So this is like a 45 degree or whatever it is. Sorry, not 45, 90 degree, maybe even more than 90 degrees. Someone get their little protractor out and measure the degrees on those. It looks like more than 90 degrees to me. I am a big fan of Ducati. I really like Ducati. Air cooled, 6-speed, chain drive, all that stuff is good. 400 pounds, a little heavy, but that's all right. $10,000, good price point. I would absolutely buy that bike. Another Triumph. I like Triumphs. This is a cool bike. I would also buy this. I'd take the other Triumph over this, but this is a great little around town bike. Triumph Speed Twin 900, 2023, 270 degree crank angle, parallel twin, 900 cc's. See, there you go. They could have made it 842 or whatever. They went even 900. 64.1 horsepower, liquid cooled, 5-speed chain drive. I like this bike. 216 kilogram weight. Nobody knows what that means. $12,000 is the problem. It's a little bit pricey. $12,500, and then once you get done with taxes, tags, and all that crap, and the dealership rapes you with their extra charge, this is gonna run you fucking 16 grand out the fucking door. That's an expensive motorcycle that you're just gonna drive to the bar or to the fucking 7-Eleven. So that's I would not buy that because of that. Let's make this the last one. You can go and look at the rest of the article if you want. I like this bike, very retro, very cool. I would absolutely buy this bike in a heartbeat. This is a great motorcycle, the Kawasaki W800. I went into the dealership near me to buy this bike, and the salesman didn't know what it was. She had never heard of it, and she said they didn't have them, and I walked out furious. This is the 2023 model, 4-stroke parallel twin, 773 cc's. Air cooled. Let's go back up. Air cooled. See how old school the engine looks. Dual front discs, I think. We can't see the other side. It may just be one. I'm going to say it's just one. I don't think that's a dual front disc. This is a great bike. I wouldn't change a single thing. 5-speed, chain drive, 496 pounds. A little heavy, doesn't matter. So that's motorcycles. Have a good day.